Hi guys, Blaze here. This is going to be the second pickups video for the month of March. Promised a little while ago, but it took a little while for this stuff to get here, but there's some exciting stuff here, but not too much, so it won't be an epically long video. So odds and ends, as we always start with, I've got Volume 12 of Saiyuki, which I said in the last video that I had, and with that I can fill in the last gap. And I now have the complete series of Saiyuki. The other volume is, you can probably just see it's on the far left, just there. So that's now a complete collection. I've got to about episode, I'm in the mid-30s of this series, and I can't get into it. This is one of my friend's favourite series, and I think it's actually their favourite in series. She's a girl, and I wonder if it's the fangirl aspect, because all the characters are guys, so I think it might be that, just because it's a group of guys travelling and that's why she likes it. Personally, I cannot get into this. I think it's a very average show. It's disappointing since it's taken me so long to get the entire series, but oh well. I've got Saiyuki Reload. I'm going to watch that obviously once I finish that. I'm going to give it another chance. That's got a different dub, different voice caster, because I really think the English voice cast is not that good really for the original ADV release. Genion did the Reload and Reload Gunlock. The other odds and ends pickup here is Witch Hunter Robin Volume 4, which, as also, as you might remember, or probably not, but still, from my last video, means trying to change my camera angle. It's making a bit of a hard problem, but okay. Yeah, so that's now a complete collection with Volume 4 included. So it's all of Witch Hunter Robin in the art box, which is very cool. Another odds and end, we got Glass Fleet Volume 1 in the art box. It's a shiny art box. I think if you really get it on the camera, it's got a really nice gloss finish. It's a very nice art box indeed. Got that brand new, so it was cool. And I currently only have Volume 3 as well, so it's a bit of work to do on this set, but I'm going to go Volumes 1 and 3. Hopefully you guys will continue to watch on the journey as I look to complete Glass Fleet along with many other series. And the last odds and end pickups, in fact, is Final Fantasy Unlimited Volume 1 in the art box. Now this is one of those cases where I had what felt like a complete series, but didn't. So I haven't had to replace Volume 1 with an art box version, because I had all the volumes except Volume 1, and Volume 5 is out of place. That's annoying. Oh well. So I got all the other volumes second hand, but I bought the art box brand new, so it's an art box, and it's nice sometimes to get them in good condition when you can get them cheap anyway. So got that from Right Stuff, which is a company sadly I don't know if I'll be using much longer. They've changed their international shipping policy, which anyone who ships internationally from Right Stuff will know, especially to the UK, will know that they've changed what they declare the value of the items for, which is really disappointing, which means I've got a whacking great customs charge this time, which means unless I'm buying Aniplex stuff or just stuff that I can only get from Right Stuff, then I'm not going to be using them anymore, which is a shame, because they're a fantastic company, but I can't pay the custom charges they were going to end up getting. I was going to end up getting every time. Okay, now we move on to complete series. We've got a little Funimation limited edition bundle here, so we've got 3 series. So here we've got Heaven's Lost Property. This is a DVD and Blu-ray release in the art box, which despite its questionable it's questionable art, I really like this art box because it's such a bright blue. It really, honest God, it's probably the most brightest DVD set I've got on my entire shelf. So it really has a well, not bling, but it really stands out. It looks really cool on the shelf. So yeah, fantastic art box for Heaven's Lost Property. There, and as you see, DVD version and a Blu-ray version. It has what do you call it? Alternative covers, you know, but not really much difference in the design, to be honest. Haven't watched this yet. All this stuff only come today. Well, the bits from now that I'm going to show you only come today, so. Although actually tell a lie, because this one came last week and I have seen it already. This is Baccarin Test, Summon the Beasts. I really enjoyed this show. I thought it was great fun, but the whole premise of the show that seems to be explained in the first and second episode, and it essentially concludes in the third episode, and then you just get a school comedy, you know, a high school comedy, which is very funny. This show is very funny. Like, I can honestly say I laughed out loud probably about 4 or 5 times an episode. I thought it was fantastic. It wasn't too, like, ecchi at all. There was barely any ecchi elements in it, in the sense that it was properly, you know what I mean. But it didn't obsess over those facts, and it just used them as a good joke, especially since most of the time, this guy here, who's the main character and is absolutely hilarious, is normally being ecchi to this guy here, yeah, guy, who looks exactly like a girl, and it's pretty darn funny. Anyway, yeah, so first few episodes explains the premise, and then they seem to abandon it for another 7 episodes, and then in the last 3 it picks it back up. So yeah, it's a good show. I really enjoyed it, and I'll certainly, without doubt, be picking up the next series, and I'll be picking it up much quicker than it took me to pick this up, because this came out last summer, so it's taken me almost a year to pick this up, but I got it brand new, which is cool. It was still around. It obviously wasn't the biggest seller, but fortunately Funimation have already picked up the second series, so there's no doubt that they won't be released in the second series. It was obviously a good enough seller. I imagine they would have picked it up regardless, but considering you can still get this in the Artbox relatively easily, when most limited editions from last year have already, especially around that time, and pretty much all of them have gone out of stock everywhere, apart from this one, so it's one of the lower sellers, along with Hero Tales. Anyway, Baccarin Test. And next up, the last of the Funimation ones for today. We've got Sekirei, or Sekirei. I've never seen the first season, so I obviously haven't seen what this is, which is the second season. This is, so I'm going to say Sekirei Pure Engagement. And this one's proper ecchi, from what I've read, but I don't mind those shows too much. Like, I quite happily watch those shows. I'm not above them, so it's just they're not my favourite thing either. But I'm certainly not above it. So yeah, yeah. So you've got a Blu-ray and a DVD set in here. It comes with the OVA as well. I think there's OVAs. Yeah, OVA and extras. They're re-releasing the first season, which would go here, on Blu-ray and DVD. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to get the Blu-ray and DVD version, solely because it's not quite going to match properly, which seems ridiculous, to be honest, and I'm pretty sure, like, I'm really arguing with myself over that fact, and this video is going on way too long, so I'm not going to go too much into that. But yeah, just my OCD stuff telling me that no, we want it to match, but then I'm going to put it like, oh god, I'm going to put it like that on the shelf, so it doesn't really need to match perfectly, and it would be better to get it on Blu-ray. It'll cost around the same price as well, so yeah, I'll make that decision soon, and you'll see the fruits of that decision in a future update. So yeah, Sekirei. And finally, a pretty exciting release. Got this just before they started to go out of stock everywhere. We've got a release that came out a long time ago. It's taken me a very long time to get it. Persona Trinity Soul. This is one of NIS's first ever releases, along with Toradora and no, yeah, this was it. This was Persona and Toradora were their first 2 acquisitions, and very shortly after they got our Home Fox Deity. But yeah, so we got Persona Trinity Soul. This is Volume 1. It comes with the replacement discs, which apparently Toradora got replacement discs as well. But I've got both of those, and Toradora is highly recommended. Amazing series. One of my favourites, and yeah, I never saw any problem with the video at all, so I don't know if my discs were replaced. I doubt they were. I'm pretty sure they were the original prints. I didn't see a problem with them. Like, lots of people didn't seem to see a problem, but enough people obviously did that they decided to put replacement discs into Volume 1, so yeah, there's replacement discs in here. Let me show you the other side. I absolutely adore these NIS box sets. and some of their most recent acquisitions like Anohana, which I'm very much looking forward to. Yeah, I mean, I know they're only subtitled only, but I don't care, as long as we get a show, that's all that matters. So yeah, this is fantastic box set. I love collecting these. They're awesome. So I decided recently that I want to try and get them all, because I'm pretty much interested in every single one of their releases anyway. So that's what I'm going to be working towards. I've got pretty much all of them now. So Persona Volume 2 Premium Edition as well. This one didn't have replacement disc, by then they sorted out the problem. And a nice art box in there. And the back. And the side. Which is okay, because lots of people, including me included, that makes sense, not. Most people got a bit upset that there was no spinal art on most of the original releases, and then they actually committed to do spinal art on one set, and then the next set they released they didn't. It was kind of frustrating. So if you want to line these up like this on your shelf, then you're going to have lots of blanks, but they have always, and continue to do so, thank God, put the logos on the bottom, which this is a DVD sized. When you have it like that, it's DVD sized. So that's how I put them on the shelf. So yeah, I'm Blaze. Thank you for watching. I apologise for going on too long again. So if you've got to the end of this video, again, I very much appreciate it. I've got some very exciting releases, pickups coming at the end of April. Unfortunately, my manga trip to Southampton never came to fruition. Other things got in the way, but that's the way life goes, I suppose. So yeah, but I've got a very cool thing coming at the end of the month, a huge bundle of shounen goodness, which I'm very much looking forward to watching, and I'll show you too. So yeah, I'll see you for the April pickups, which will be probably there might be 2 parts because there's a lot to get through, but yeah, I'll see you then. So I'm going to shut up talking. Thank you for watching once again, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.